What is going on, everybody? Today I'm going to be smoking this Badlands Cannabis Desert Cooler Infused Hybrid 1 gram joint. This is going to be a flower with infused THC distillate terpenes, and we're going to burn this down. Congratulations to 500 subs. Thank you guys so much for following along. And while I smoke, I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the news that I've seen lately that I thought was just really interesting, and everybody should know. All right. That's what this baby looks like. Wish it would have been a raw paper instead of just some unknown bleach paper. That's alright though. And let's get this baby going and see how it goes, huh? Give an honest review about this desert cooler. See how they are. If you happen to go to the dispensary where I picked this up, if you're a medical marijuana holder in South Dakota, you can pick one of these babies up. It's Puffy's dispensary, any other dispensary that might be able to carry them. I mean, right away it hits pretty smooth. I'm impressed with how smooth it is. Sometimes, it can be harsh inside of a pre-roll. Sometimes, with wax or infused distillate, it could be a little bit harsh. I like the fact that it's not on the outside of the cone, it's on the inside of the cone. Sometimes if the wax or the concentrates on the outside of the cone, I think it just kind of burns away. She's smoking really nice. Ash is fairly white as it's burning off. I wanted to talk about this crazy article that I saw. And this person did die, unfortunately. Lorna McMurray died of occupational asthma after being exposed to ground cannabis. She was rolling in a facility in Massachusetts, and she happened to be inhaled some dust and died of occupational asthma. This has got to be the first recorded death from cannabis. And of course, this isn't from cannabis use, it's just cannabis caused the death. And this is crazy because, I've shout out to my homie Thomas. He was working with me at the Kind Castle dispensary in Parachute, Colorado, and he was so allergic. He moved up from the south, wanted desperately to work in the cannabis industry, and was allergic to cannabis. Like, when he was trying to handle it, breathing it in, he was dying. He was having to go see the doctor for lungs, asthma. He was getting inhalers. And he ended up having to wear a respirator, like a full face respirator, while we were sitting there and weighing out weed and rolling joints and stuff. And it, at the end of the day, his face was all masked up. It was like spraying pesticide with a respirator. Your face is, dug in with lines, and from the mask, and so it was tough for him. And I've definitely seen it with more people than just him when we were harvesting hemp. If sometimes we're touching a cannabis plant, sometimes just the oils coming off of a cannabis plant, people can be allergic to it, almost like poison ivy. And people can break out into rashes, hives. It's pretty wild, actually. So, unfortunately, this young lady died. We're right here at Thanksgiving is tomorrow. If you have family members around you, hug them, tell them that you love them. Life is so short, man, and I'm thankful for every last blessing that's coming my way. I can tell you that. I hope everybody's having a great Thanksgiving. Thank you guys for following along my journey personally. I feel like we have a lot going forward here in 2023 to look forward to myself and for the channel. So definitely stay tuned. So sorry for this lady here. Pay our respects here to, again, her name is Laura McMurray out of Massachusetts. So sorry for your loss. That is an incredible kind of shocking thing for the cannabis industry, I think, too. As employees need to be protected. So employers, cannabis companies, can't expect an employee who's allergic to go out without proper protective equipment. And that's kind of a whole new realm of, something that cannabis companies are going to have to navigate and is, potentially harmful. I'd have to say I like this joint. I'm feeling good already. It's burning nice and evenly. It hasn't been running too fast. It hasn't been going out because it's not wet, anything like that. It's got a nice cure to the flower. It tastes good. It's not harsh, not making me cough. Kind of see it in my eyeballs already. So, yeah, this is a win from Badlands Cannabis as far as I'm concerned. This is the Desert Cooler. I got 3 different varieties. Pineapple Express and the Watermelon OG2. Might burn one of those down tomorrow, so stay tuned. If you see my flag behind me, Tiki Madman Genetics is pretty much who I run. I do obviously dib and dabble into a little bit more, but Tiki Madman is going to be having a Black Friday sale, and they're running a Peach Goblin line with a Pirate Milk add-on. So it's like I'm definitely going to be picking that up on Friday. If you guys are doing any Black Friday shopping, comment below. Tell me what you're going to be buying on. I know a lot of people in South Dakota here are going to be getting into tents, into grows, and a lot more medical cards have been popping up now that the recreational initiative failed. And unfortunately, a lot of people have been coming in asking, why did that initiative fail? Well, there was a lot of fear mongering. There was I think it was like quoted that Say No on I Am 27 campaign had like $700,000 put into the campaign about trying to fearmonger the legalization of recreational marijuana. And also, one of the largest things on the ballot was the expansion of Medicaid. And of course, all the old people were out there voting for the expansion of Medicaid, and not a lot of the young potheads got off their ass like they should have. It's pretty unfortunate, but it is what it is. So I think if you don't have a medical card, you're probably going to be running to a doctor and getting a medical card as fast as possible, just so you're not getting arrested anymore here in this state. I did want to shout out to one of my favorite companies, Low Temp Plates. Low Temp, they just got done with MJ BizCon in Las Vegas, and they did a stash and dash where they actually put one of these V2 presses in the bushes out by some casino, man. And they put it on Instagram Live, and somebody went out there and got it for free. How awesome is that? I think it's awesome when companies do cool things like that. They posted it, tagged the person who got it and everything. It was super fun. Well, I can tell you right now, I'm definitely high. I have more of this joint to go. I heard that 3 people shared one of these, and at the end, all 3 of them were feeling rather good. I think that's reasonable, especially if you guys have low tolerances. I have a pretty high tolerance, and this thing has gotten me feeling pretty good. I'm not wrecked yet, but I'm definitely going to keep smoking it, if you know what I'm saying. I'm going to be running one of these earth boxes in the garden, the Build a Soil 3.0 Living Soil. So what I'll do is I'll put some things side by side with my Build a Soil 3.0 and this organic hair grow, just to see how it's going. Shout out to Black Hills Cultivation and Supply for hooking me up with some organic hair grow discount. That way I can try it out for a side-by-side for you guys. I'll let you know how it goes for me. If for the organic hair grow works out nicely, you'll see the results. Smoke. Had to open up the window a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I got my eyeball. Well, I'm absolutely high. There's no doubt about it. So, good freaking job, Badlands Cannabis. Burns absolutely great. Tastes great. Flavor is good. Effect is great. I can tell you, this is feeling really punchy to me. Really calming. I am kind of chatty at the same time. I definitely feel it behind my eyes. I can look at the screen. I can see it in my eyes for sure. So this is $20 for an infused this was $20 for one infused pre-roll. It was a full gram inside the pre-roll. It does not state how much distillate was put into it, which I did see a post on Reddit about one of these. Somebody had ripped it open and the flower looked substantially dark. And I think that's because it was like soaked. Badland Cannabis, if you're watching this, I'd love to know. If you would have me to see how you guys make these, I would love to put it on YouTube for everybody. I would also just love to go through your cultivation facility. I'd love to see anything that you guys would let me film and put it on YouTube for the people. So if that's something that's interesting to you guys, please reach out to me. Shout out to Greenlight Cannabis. I met the regional manager for South Dakota the other day, and hopefully they will let me come through their facilities as well. I'd love to see their grow. Put it on there. They're going to have 3 facilities in Rapid City for dispensaries. Grows out by Belle-Fourche. Well, it's burned true, burned even, straight, all the way down. For whatever reason, when I roll my cones, I always get a little run on her. Now that this is done, and I'm feeling blasted, I just wanted to shout out to all you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the 500 subscribers. Please stay tuned. I'm going to have lots of grow content coming. I got the plants going healthy now. Hopefully we'll be having some of these facility tours coming up. I wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. Stay safe and stay smoking out there, right? Shout out to Black Hills Cultivation and Supply. Go see my homies there if you need any kind of cultivation needs. Shout out to Badlands Cannabis. That was one hell of an infused pre-roll. I am banned.